There is hardly any place more remote than the vast Yukon River Delta, where millions of salmon pass on their way upriver to spawn. It's Yukon, the monarch of salmon. That's up next on Chef's Afield.
It's heavy. This is beautiful. Look at the color on this, the pink. You almost got like a little rainbow color going on here.
When it comes to Yukon River king salmon from Mnemonic, I have yet to find something that has topped it on my palate to this point in my life. And the opportunity to get to know the people that surround that treasure of the universe.
Okay, cowboy. All the way from where? Las Vegas?
How many fish does a typical family take out to support themselves through the winter?
Now we're having to put away about 300 fish to provide for a family of 6.
There's a lot of pressure on you, right?
There
provide for your existence.
Exactly.
Yes.
There you go. That's a nice one. That's a big
we were
one.
dragging something.
Goats and mushrooms, cattle and pigs, shrimp and moi, tomatoes, peppers, bananas galore, beaches and snow-capped mountains, golf courses, sunsets, water all around. All this and a famous chef. Where in the world are we? Find out next on Chef's Afield. It is 2,100 miles across the ocean from just about everywhere. Kings have called it home and waged wars over its shores. If there's a place in the world whose very name summons thoughts of paradise itself, it is Hawaii. Larger than all of the other Hawaiian islands combined, the Big Island of Hawaii has extraordinary diversity of climate. From the snowy peak of Mauna Kea, it's only a few miles to sandy tropical beaches. The variety of climate and volcanic soils combine to produce an unequaled array of foods, vegetables, livestock, seafood, ingredients that inspire the Hawaiian cuisine of famed chef Alan Wong.
People are looking for more is the story. They want to know where it comes from, who grows it.
At each of his restaurants in the islands, Wong serves up the cuisines that have come here over the centuries. The arriving Polynesians, later the Europeans, still later Asians, Chinese, Japanese, and others. In one way or another, they're all on the menu.
Steak, medium rare.
Chef Jeff Tunks of the nation's capital. His restaurants? DC Coast, a seafood establishment. Tenpen, serving contemporary Asian. And Seba, with a Cuban flair. Jeff serves produce grown in the DC area and travels to Iceland for the incomparable lamb and fish, because there's no place quite like this island country for taste, purity, uniqueness of flavor. Iceland is the same size as Virginia or Ireland, but with just 280,000 men, women, and children, and twice as many sheep, plus traditions that go back 1,100 years. If it weren't for the sheep, there would not be an Iceland, says the herder. And if not for the cod, there would not be so much civilization around the North Atlantic. The cod, one of the great food fishes of the world. 1,100 years ago, Viking settlers, their small boats packed with tools, seeds, preserved foods, and sheep for breeding, sailed into these clean, pure waters. Today, these waters are as pristine as they were then. Chemicals, pollutants are not allowed. Industry is kept at bay. There are not even 1,000 souls populating this remote stretch of Iceland's northeast coast, near Eskifjordur. What people rely on is the cod. Cod fishing is Iceland's most productive work. Mention Iceland, and American gourmands' eyes widen as they gasp. Oh, that fish!
It's gonna be a nice day, huh? For fishing.
A beautiful day.
So what are we fishing for today?
We are fishing for cod.
Yeah?
And we're going to go about 4 miles.
4 miles out?
Oh, 4 miles out, yeah.
Great. I can hardly wait.
Good fishing.
Christian Aulsteinsen is the son of a fisherman, who was the son of a fisherman, who was, and so on, going back a dozen generations. Before they can walk or talk, they are shown the hooks and lines, and the brave little boats that, in Christian's grandfather's time, were made by hand.
You do a lot of fishing?
I do some, yeah. You know,
where I live in Washington, D.C., I live on the Potomac River, but I would not eat the fish I catch there, because that's a sad thing to say. Not like this water.
Agave, just one sweet from Mexico, from the state of Jalisco. Organic fair trade honey from Quintana Roo is another. Agave is produced in that heavy ball, the piña. The honey, of course, comes from the hives.
A lot of flavors going on here.
Chef Richard Sandoval uses both in his modern Mexican cuisine.
We like to go to the source, get better quality, more interesting. And I mean, obviously, being Mexican, I mean, I want to cook with Mexican ingredients. ¿Está bien así?
Sí. You almost got it. Ah. There you go.
That's it. That's a hard job.
¿Cuánto tarda en cortar todo?
3 minutos. Oh, it looks like it took me about an hour. Wow, see?
Dogs actually pretty good.
Let's just finish it up. Let's grab a little bit of the vinaigrette you made with your guajillo oil, your agave syrup, and your lemon juice. Drizzle it around. Get close to it. Let's go all the way around. Beautiful. And then we can just finish it up. Grab some chives and just throw them on there. Give it an extra little. There you go. Your salmon terrine. You want just heat. They're sweet. There's everything is going on. I think that's the most important thing. Wow. Great job.
It's good.
And these are some beautiful sugar woods here.
Well, thank you.
Let's go for a hike. It's snowing out, but it's not too deep yet. It's not too cold out. It's springtime in Vermont. We can taste the clear water that's flowing through the sugar woods. The sugar woods, where the sugar maple grows and gives up its sweet liquid. If our tootsies do get cold, well, we'll just step inside by the roaring fire, where the cauldron is being stirred to make the sauce for pizza, American flatbread, sauced with generous portions of pure Vermont maple syrup. An all-natural pizza made with ingredients grown locally, especially the syrup from the maple trees nearby. Vermont's Mad River Valley, home of American flatbread. That's up next on Chefs Afield.